Kobby Kyei.
Oh, Bella Mundi.
First of all, polish till you shine. How did you arrive at this?
Yeah, thank you so much. God bless you all.
Amen. We receive it.
Yes. So my dad works with the fire service.
Okay.
He's the fire service band currently. So you know when you're a barracks boy or when your dad is with the force work, obviously you have to polish his shoe. So when I was a kid, my dad would tell me, polish the shoe, make it shine before you go bring me.
Oh.
So polish, hey, come now, polish. And so when I went to university, it was still ringing. So I had to relate to my life that I have to polish my life so I shine. So I started that on Twitter, polish to shine. I had no idea I would shine, you know?
But here you are today. And are you looking at his shoes? You see how polished it is? Like it's shining, eh?
Polish.
You know, they say when you meet men whose shoes are shining like this, that means that their parents probably were in the barracks or in the military or something. No, but you look well.
Thank you.
Now, first of all, of course, you're talking about your father. So you grew up in the barracks. What was it like?
Not the barracks per se, but I grew up where my dad, I mean, obviously from the force work, fire service, so there was that discipline, very, very strict. You go to school, you come back, and you have to do your homework, sleep, do your house chores and other stuff. So it was very disciplined. Especially my mom is also a nurse. She just retired this year, and God bless you, mommy.
Yeah.
And so it was very, very disciplined and very strict, especially instilling the discipline of the God factor.
Yes.
So anytime I wake up in the morning, because of the fact that when I was growing up, I had to pray every day. Even when I'm driving these days, small time I'm praying. So God bless my mom for instilling that discipline. Yes. So I don't joke with prayer.
Did you grow up in Accra?
No, in a village. I came to Accra in 2016.
Huh?
Exactly. So I lived all my life in a small town around Aguna Suedro, Aguna Diakwa in the central region.
Oh, wow.
So it's a small town. So I was schooling. I was coming to Aguna Suedro because they had better schools there. So my mom every day would come and stand at the roadside and be begging trotro drivers to pick us. Yes. So I grew up at Aguna Diakwa. I had my primary education at Greenfield Preparatory School at Aguna Suedro. And then our time was when the computer placement came.
Oh.
And so whether you scored good or not, the government wanted to spread all of us across. So I remember on that fateful day, my dad checked, and it was Yankoma Sahinko Secondary School. Bella, what's that?
Yankoma Dien.
Fanti Yankoma Fanti Yankoma. So Yankoma Sahinko Secondary School.
Where's that?
It's in the central region, around Asimfosu.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not far from Ankasim.
Ah.
So my dad checked, and he said, oh, Fanti Yankoma. I had literally not heard about the town, the name of the school before.
What school were you hoping to go to?
So I chose Infante Pen, Disco, Suedro Secondary School. Okay.
Shame. We are polishing till we shine.
Exactly.
Yes.
So my dad went there. He said, okay, so let me go and check the school and come back and see if my dad came back. So it's good. They have everything. I'm proud of you. Bella.
Had he had the school before?
No, that was. But he went there. So he came back and he checked. They had no dining hall.
Oh.
Nothing. Just the classroom blocks, dedicated some part for the boys and the.
And he came back to tell you that they have
everything was okay. So I got there, came my prospectus, everything. We got there, I started crying.
Oh.
And my dad told me that stay here and make myself and Ghana proud.
Wow.
That was the last statement. It was up until recently that I went to, they had their SRC week. I went there and there's been some changes there. But it was quote unquote like a village high school.
Yeah.
But I made sure that my peers were posted to Infante Pem, to Ogasco. I still stood on my grounds and I was able. I say this to the glory of God, not to shame my mates, but that year I was the only person that passed to the university.
What? Wow.
Yes. So I went to University of Education, Winneba.
Okay.
So just the next year that most of my colleagues started writing of deck and all of them eventually entered. So that's a record there.
That is a record.
Yes. You know? So policy, my dad actually encouraged me. So just to tell everyone else here that sometimes when you complete junior high school, you are praying to go to the top high schools. You'll be posted to some deprived senior high schools.
Yeah.
It's about your mindset because apparently we are all writing the same examination.
Exactly.
It's just the fact that some don't have the good environment, the enabling environment to help them. However, I will encourage you that whichever school you are posted to, it is your mind and your power and how you're able to make yourself and your country proud.
Listen, we're only 5 minutes into the conversation, but motivation flying about all over the places. So, University of Education, Winneba, what did you study?
I read music.
Music?
Yeah. So I hold a degree, my first degree, music education. So I'm a professional music teacher.
You're not teaching music, you're not doing music?
Yeah.
But you found Sarkodie some way, somehow?
Yes. So I was posted to Ashama Senior High School to teach music in 2017, and then I chose blogging because, like I mentioned, so we are the pioneers of the lookalikes, you know?
Yeah, you are actually.
So, I mean, in senior high school, when I came to the university, I mean, I left my beard wearing the shades like Sack. I was a huge fan of Sack. And the reason why I actually chose Sarkodie wasn't even because of the rap. It was because of the way he carried himself when it comes to his music and his career. So I said that this is somebody that I would love to emulate in terms of his personal brand, the way he dressed, the way he communicates. I said, no, I think that I have to actually emulate him. So my Facebook name was Kobby Kyei Success and all that. And so fast forward when I finished university and I was posted to assignment senior high school to go and teach music. I said, no, let me go full-time into blogging because of SAC, I had accumulated a lot of numbers on social media. So a friend just told me that, Kobby, you read music in the university, you can read, you can speak well, why don't you start some blogging? So I went to the internet to search some top bloggers, and Amaya Debre's name came first. And so I had to find his number, visited him. I said, Amaya, I want to be a blogger. And your name came up. And he said, Kobby, I even thought that you are blogging already because I see you post SAC and all that. I said, no, I'm just a fan of SAC. And I said, okay. He advised me that let me now spread my wings and try to blog generally about everything. And then it became history today.
And here you are today. And what would you say blogging has done for you that being a music teacher may not have done for you?
So, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get into that conversation, but the fact that I've been able to use my platform to provide boreholes for a lot of rural communities. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I started off as an entertainment blogger. Along the line, I told myself that in the blogging space, there's nobody who is standing tall when it comes to social issues. So why don't I move from that space? Even though entertainment is good, let me move from that space a bit and do like entertainment like 20%, and then like 80%. Or 90%, let me go into social issues. And so what has actually motivated me, I'm sure if I was in the teaching field, I wouldn't be able to share the untold stories of people in the private communities. As we speak, I've shared the stories for about 20 communities, and as we speak again, they are having clean water to drink.
20 communities?
A lot.
Wow. But beyond just wanting to do social issues or talk about social issues, was it also because for a long time now, many Ghanaians have complained that blogging in Ghana has become, quote unquote, very cheap. So it's as if, let's blog about someone who's showing her butt and we'll get the numbers, and then that's how we start our blogging career. And it's all about, you know, the surface things and nothing really deep. Could that also have inspired your journey? Yes,
I mean, obviously. So I had an encounter with one corporate institution. I went there and they said they needed bloggers. So when we got to the reception I got was very bad. Because they were like, oh, no, we are not going to. So apparently somebody recommended some bloggers to come to meet the MD. And the MD said, no, we don't need bloggers here. So I asked them why. They said, no, you guys are always spreading negativity and giving us, when you check our news feeds, a lot of things that are appalling. We don't want bloggers. So when I got back home, I said, no, I don't have to push that brand for myself.
Were you already doing some of those things as well?
No. Okay. Right from the inception of my career, I have never been able to, I mean, I won't see Bella Mundi and say that, Bella, I mean, let me see what, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's hard for me to do that. So I said that, you know, yes, if you be a men's home, but so you need to work extra hard for you to stand out. So I had to work extra hard for people to now know that Kobby is different.
It's different. But at the same time, were you also trying to rally your other bloggers together to let them understand that we're treading on a dangerous path, and if we don't take care, they say one bad nut spoils the lot. And so if one of you goes to blog about something very unnecessary, it affects all of us. So can we restructure how we blog in this country?
A very important question. It was actually very difficult because I came in the game and I came to meet some top people, and so it was hard to go around to convince them. And apparently they were even, some of them were coming at me because I told myself that I want to stand for positivity. I don't know, because in Ghana, we are like 30 million population and over. Not everybody wants to go on social media to look at the sensationalism part of news. There are people, there are a crop of people who want to read some informative stuff from blogs. So I want to represent them. So I can. So what I have done over the period is to now change the narrative using the emerging ones.
Yeah, okay. So you have a couple of them that you've groomed.
Yes.
Okay.
Because this year, thank you. So this year, in June, I had my Shine Summit. I don't know whether you heard about it.
I did. I mean, I watched the video.
Yes,
as well.
It was crazy. I had at the La Palm, their biggest auditorium at La Palm was crazy. You know, people came. That was when I realized that Ghanaian youth, number one, they are not lazy. Number two, they love productive conversations. So for me to accumulate all these youths coming together to listen to Kobby Kyei and my blogging to educate them that social media is powerful.
Okay.
I thought that no, that could possibly be a point. So annually I'm going to do that to use that as an advantage to teach the new crop of bloggers.
So that was the whole idea of the Shine.
Exactly.
To educate young people about
about social media, about tech, about how they'll be able to capitalize on the digital age.
I see. How many people attended this summit?
Crazy numbers, too many. Oh, sorry, I know better than I said. Oh, sorry, I was when I got into the return, I literally started crying.
I saw when you were walking up to the podium.
Because
it was very emotional.
It was very emotional because I'm like, this is somebody who came from Aguna. I started blogging, and people were like, "Yo, positive don't sell." In Ghana, it's negative, negative, negative. And I was able to. I am not a musician. Note that.
Yeah.
I'm just a blogger. For me to pull that number,
you're a blogger. Listen, blogging is as important as any other.
It's a huge profession, exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, first time ever, a Ghanaian blogger, should I say Africa? Because Woody Maya actually even brought my attention that no influencer ever brought that numbers together in Africa before. Because I learned there was even one influencer in Nigeria who was organizing meet and greets, and she was loud on social media, but the meet and greet, nobody turned up. So for people to come bath from their various homes to say that, pick a car, we are coming to listen to Kobby Kyei, it was humbling. Let me use the opportunity to say thank you to Ghanaians for what they do. And to the speakers, I had Nana McBrown, I had Bola Ray, Tomianan Forcing, Woody Maya, Futurist Kwame, Anthony Jamefe, and a host of others. God bless everyone. We need to change the narrative.
You've been able to use, and was anybody here at the Shine Summit? Any of you? Oh, there was someone there who went to the Shine Summit. We'll come to you. Do we have a microphone? Let's pass it on to her. We want to hear from you what your takeaway from the summit was. Hi. What's your name?
Pearl.
Pearl. How was it for you?
It was really educative. Let me not put it because I'm part of Kobby Kyei's team, so I want to bring out something positive. But then, like, it was really educative. Those who came, they didn't actually expect, one, the crowd he was talking about, and then secondly, those who came to speak, like, they're really influential people, and then I think it really made an impact.
It did, right? Yeah. So we should all attend the next edition.
Yes.
But this has also put you in rooms, and I'm sure sometimes you look at the people that you interact with, the influential people, and you're asking yourself,
amazing.
Would I have ever have made it this
far? Amazing, Bella. God bless God Almighty. Number one. Number two, God bless Almighty. Number three, God bless Almighty.
Almighty. God should bless himself.
God should bless me. And I appreciate him as well because I have encountered a lot of ambassadors in Ghana, like diplomats.
Yeah.
Every diplomat. I'm sure we'll go into my zebra crossing.
Yes.
They saw my zebra crossing campaign. And for my summit, the French ambassador was there. The current French ambassador was there. Like diplomats want to interact with me. Every now and then when I check my mail, they are sending me email, Kobby want us to be part. Even just a few days ago, I was with the Italian ambassador, you know.
I saw that.
So I get closer to them and I feel so humbling that God, social media is a powerful tool.
Yeah.
The youth of Ghana must take advantage. It's not all about what is trending in terms of this person has done that, this person has done that. We always try as much as possible to fish out the negative. But there's a whole lot of things, because when you travel abroad, there's negative happening around, but they try as much as possible. And I think that we have to also blame our Ministry of Communication and the people in terms who are in charge of our media.
Yes.
I'm saying this because if, let's say, Twitter, X, or Facebook or Instagram is coming to Ghana, you can't just allow any app to come to Ghana. What you have to do is to sit down with authorities to tell them that, look here, you want to bring Instagram to Ghana.
Yeah.
We have our own values and our cultures. Can you make sure that you fade those who misbehave and bring out and propel the people who do the positive stuff, verify them, the algorithm should spread them so that it will encourage the new ones. But here's the case. Those who are messing up are getting the verification. Those who are messing up are getting the viewership. So it makes the young one who is coming up who want to join social media will go like, if I don't go naked, I won't get the viewership.
Exactly.
So people come to me, Kobby, I want to be a decent blogger like you. However, the numbers is crazy.
Yeah.
It's hard to get the numbers. It's hard to get the verification. What can I do? So to our authorities, when all these apps come to Ghana or Africa, we must sit down with them and tell them that our values are different from the Western people.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that we mute the people who are following on social media. Let's mute the people who are going naked so that our cultures and value will still be standard.
Exactly, I agree. And I mean, we can use China as an example.
Exactly.
TikTok in China, we're told, is totally different from what we see here.
Absolutely.
Here, we're pushing all the dancing.
It.
They created it so they can control it, I understand. But at the same time, I mean, even the US is fighting China over TikTok.
True.
Because they're using it to spy on them, etc. So there are countries that are trying their best to control how social media is used.
But in Africa, nobody is doing that.
I'm not sure what the problem is, but it's a very good call, and I do hope that our leaders are watching you and they're listening to it and taking something from it. But let's talk about your zebra crossing campaign. I saw that, and it's been what? You started this year?
Yeah, this year.
And I was like, okay, this is actually different. In the beginning, I didn't see too many people around you encouraging you, but later I saw that a number of people had come close. They would even go on the streets with you and, you know, film or document. Tell me about this awareness campaign and what drove you to start.
Thank you, Bella. So I drive myself, and anytime I'm driving and I approach the zebra crossing demarcation, I see the pregnant woman standing there. I see the aged. I see school children standing there, and I'll just cross the road. So I've been doing that for so many years. So last year, ending of last year, I told myself that, God, this is going to be a very huge task.
Yeah.
I want to start a project called Respect Zebra Crossing in Ghana. How am I going to do that? Social media is very important. It's a very powerful tool. So I told myself that I have to use myself as an example. So what I did was that before even I started the campaign, anytime I'm driving, I would try to slow down when I'm approaching to see whether the other drivers will stop. And then I started getting insults. Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? Are you a zebra? Why?
Oh, wow.
Why? So I was like, but anytime, and the positive side again is that anytime I stop and I allow the kids and the pregnant woman and the aged to cross, some come to my car to thank me and say, God bless you. Are you a Ghanaian?
Oh.
Because they are shocked.
Yeah.
They are shocked to see for the first time somebody stopping for them at the zebra crossing.
Yeah.
And so there was this emotional story where I stopped for one aged woman. The woman just came to my car. Say, man, I am discussion on my boss. Anyway, you know, watch 5 cities.
Oh.
I say, and you want to make Jinahasa.
Wow.
So, Bella, that should tell you how people are struggling on the road. You've traveled before. We've all traveled. The people, by God's grace, those who've had the opportunity to travel. The moment they see you walking towards the line, they start slowing down. But in Ghana, when they see the zebra crossing, that is when they speed.
But right now, we don't even see the zebra crossing.
A lot of them are even faded.
They are faded out.
So I started the hashtag Respect Zebra Crossing. So I launched the campaign at Kwame Nkrumah Circle. I brought a lot of Ghanaian youth together, Ghana Police, MTTD, Road Safety Committee. They came together, we launched it, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then people tried to send me pictures. Charlie, you see, I'm doing And then ambassadors, Norway ambassador joined me. Yeah. People could shouting, like a lot of Udimaya, a lot of influencers, PSA Star was in the UK, sent me a video of her crossing you know?
Yeah.
So now, literally, when everybody sees zebra crossing, I'm sure even yourself, when you see zebra crossing, you think about Kobby Kyei.
I do, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's a very worthy cause, and I'm happy that you're championing this.
Thank you.
But beyond just having people support, I mean, governments, have they reached out to you to see what they can also do to support and...
So I'm still having meetings with urban roads, a lot of corporate institutions, because, I mean, corporate social responsibilities, I have to still speak to some companies. So from government side, they've assured me they will come on board, but some individual companies have also promised to come on board too. At least what I tell them is that the zebra crossing lines closer to schools, they are very important to me.
Yeah.
They should at least repaint them. And let me use your medium again to tell authorities, December is coming.
Yeah.
People are going to die on the road. Children, make sure that as part of your CRS, you dedicate your staff or your workers, allocate some funds to paint some faded zebra crossing. It's very important. We don't respect zebra crossing in Ghana.
Yeah.
And so Ghanaian drivers, pedestrians, everybody, and to the pedestrians, most of them also don't use the line. They use other means to cross the road. So let's respect zebra crossing. It's very important. People are dying every day on the road.
Yeah. I agree 100%. And Kobby, thank you so much for your time with us. If anybody wants to reach out to you to support your campaign, what do they do?
First, I want to say a big thank you. I'm super humbled. I've been chasing your producer. Yo, I want to sit close to
We've been chasing you,
I've
Kobby.
been chasing you.
Huh?
You know, because I wanted to go down to history that you interviewed me.
Hey, wow. I'm humbled, eh?
Yeah.
Charlie, today, Kobby's giving me fans, so don't go there. Thank you. I'm happy to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Well,
You might not see,
been chasing you.
You might not see the importance of what you are doing, but when you are 50, 60 years, Bella, that is when you're going to look back and say that you've impacted a whole generation.
Oh.
So God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So if you want to follow me on social media platform, it is Kobby Kyei on Instagram, all my platforms. To everybody watching, to the youth of Ghana, I know that you guys love gossip and all that, but find time to follow the blogs who are doing productive stuff so that we can all change our mindset. Social media is a powerful tool. It is a community. How are you living your life in that community? So if you want to contact, December is coming. Book me for your event, especially the corporate people.
Yes.
You know, you see the way I'm dressed?
Yeah.
Hey. So the corporate people, your dinner and your donations, and December is also coming. People are coming from the diaspora. They want to do donations. They want to go to the hospitals and the villages. I am the first point of contact when it comes to those things. I'll make sure that I push it online for you. God bless everybody. To Ghanaian youth, let's also help to change the narrative for a better Ghana. Thank you.
Kobby Kyei, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.
I think you can do better for him. I'm sure you've enjoyed this, right? Well, when we get back, we have Woman on Top. I'm sure you're wondering who that is. If you missed her comedy show, don't worry, we'll have a bit of that on here and talk about her career as the only female comedian in Ghana at the moment. So don't go anywhere. So that was